Hey guys, how's it going? So, today I am going to do a first impression let's play review of a game called Dawn of Defiance. It was recently released on early access on Steam. I see that in the game files, the game's name is actually Defiant Immortals. So the game was called Defiant Immortals, and it is still called Defiant Immortals in the game files at least. But and anyway, we're gonna check the game out today. The game costs $20 in early access currently, so it will probably increase at some point. I did not receive a key from the developers. I bought the game with the money from my Patreon supporters, so thanks to you guys for making this review possible today. As I always say, if you want to see more content, you can support me on Patreon and I will buy more games and do more reviews. So, $20 in early access. We're gonna see today if it is worth that price currently in early access. As I always say, I don't care about the future. I don't care about any roadmap that the game developers might have. I don't care about the future content. My only purpose today, my only goal today is to review the game and see if the game is worth $20 right now. I don't care about the future. I'm gonna determine whether or not the game is worth $20 right now. And if it is not, then I won't recommend the game. I'm not like some reviewers who say, oh, well, in the future, they might add more content. It might not be worth it right now, but the game can be good and what the fuck ever, you know? If you're gonna spend $20 on the game right now, then the game better be fucking worth $20 right now. So anyway, as always, I'm gonna be playing the game for an hour or more until I am satisfied that I can give you my opinion on the game. If you are in a hurry and you don't want to watch the full video, then you can just skip to the last 10 minutes or so of the video. I will put a timestamp in the description below, and you can just skip to that timestamp if you only want to hear my quick, concise, final opinion on the game. But otherwise, you can just stay tuned and I will be playing through the game and I will be giving you my running commentary and I will be telling you what I think is good and bad about the game as we play through the game today. So first off, the settings of the game. It's actually pretty good. They allow you to select the different monitors. I have 2 monitors, so it allows you to select different monitors. A lot of games don't allow you to do that. It just defaults to your primary monitor, which is pretty fucking stupid. The game has windowed mode, borderless mode, also known as non-exclusive full screen, and then it has a full screen, exclusive full screen mode as well. So that's pretty good. They don't allow you to select VSync on borderless mode. You can limit your frame rate. Field of view they allow. They don't allow you to turn off motion blur. You can only select the intensity of the motion blur. So you cannot turn motion blur off. The best that you can do is put it to 1%. So that's pretty shitty. I would like to completely turn off motion blur instead of just reducing it to 1%. But anyway, that's the first bad thing that we see. Otherwise than that, they allow the triple colorblind options, which is good. The game has ray tracing, a whole bunch of different settings here. There is upscaling, but the only upscaling that is available is AMD. Is it TSR? Who does TSR? I think AMD does FSR. So I'm not sure who does TSR, because there's DLSS, which is done by Nvidia. Then there's XLSS done by Intel. Then there's FSR done by AMD. So I'm not sure if TSR is just a recent algorithm, or if it is just a global one. I'm not sure, but anyway, as always, we don't play with that. I never put on upscaling on a game when I am recording, unless the game runs really badly. Otherwise than that, we're just running the game at basically 2K resolution. They do not allow you to select your resolution when playing on borderless mode, which is another bad thing. That is definitely something that should not be that way. So in lieu of allowing you to select your resolution, what they do is they allow you to choose your resolution scaling, which I have chosen 72% because that is basically equal to 2K resolution. I want to run the game at 2K resolution, and I record my videos at 2K resolution. So we are playing the game at 2K resolution with no upscaling enabled. You can see upscaling is not enabled. Otherwise than that, high, ultra, high, ultra. So we will see how the game runs. If the game runs good, then we will keep it as it is. So overall, I'm pretty happy with all of the settings, but like I said, you can't turn off motion blur, and you cannot select your resolution when playing on borderless full screen mode. You can't enable VSync on borderless full screen mode. So yeah, there's a couple of issues, but overall it's nothing too bad. That we will turn off. There is dual key bindings, which is very good. A lot of games don't allow dual key bindings, so this game allows dual key bindings. And this is also pretty nice. You don't see this over here quite a lot. This is pretty nice. Overall, this is certainly above average. So that's pretty good. The game also has gamepad support and interface. What's interface? Oh, HUD scale and a whole bunch of stuff like that. So yeah, overall, it's pretty good, to be honest. Why would I want to disable my reticle? No, we want it to be persistent. Screen shake intensity we will turn down. I don't like screen shake. I don't get motion sick from it. I just do not like it. So yeah, overall pretty good. Oh, and another really fucking stupid thing is that the game requires a Epic account. So even though you're purchasing the game on Steam, when you actually run the game logs into Epic Online Game Services. So that's really shitty, and you also cannot do multiplayer without having a Epic game. I mean, you can't even run the game without having Epic. Literally, when I started the game, my Epic launcher came up and all of that dog shit. So yeah, unfortunately this is one of those shitty games where they force you to have an Epic account, and you cannot do multiplayer without an Epic account. So yeah, that's bad. That's really fucking shitty. So with that being said, let's jump into the game, I guess. Single player, yes. Blah blah blah. Can we change anything? Nope. Off. player health, 100, 100, 100, 100, 100. Resource blocking radius. What the fuck is this? Resource blocking radius. Okay. They don't tell you what this is. I have no idea what this is. Enemy health, enemy damage, blah, blah, blah. So we are leaving everything as it is. I don't know what that is. And then I do not like games where there is dropping on death. Okay. So that's really very few settings that they allow you to choose, to be honest. Very, very few settings. But anyway, with that being said, I guess we can start. It's nice that they do allow you to customize those things, because obviously difficulty, a lot of people are put off by difficulty, either the game being too easy or the game being too difficult. So it's nice that they allow you to do that. I will just play the game on normal, as the developers intended it. But yeah, some people are looking for more of a challenge, other people are looking for less of a challenge. Okay, and my GPU immediately ramps to 100% usage. So we quickly have to do something about that. Nope, still 100% usage. Okay, so what can we reduce to make it not be 100% usage? I don't want to turn down textures or view distance. Okay, it's down to 80% usage now. Yeah, that's doable. 80% usage on a 3080 RTX is still pretty brutal. But at least we can run the game like this, even though there's 100% usage again. But we have to turn it down even further. Like, I don't want to play the game with upscaling. But honestly, I've already turned everything down as much as I want to turn it down. All 100% usage. Still 100%. Still 100%. 100%. How is the game still using 100% GPU? No idea how the game is still using 100% GPU. We have turned down the settings so incredibly much. Like, how is the game still using 100% GPU? It doesn't seem possible. So we are back at 80, but it sometimes spikes up to 95. We're gonna have to reduce it even further. We're already at 60%. That's like below 2K resolution. We're not even running the game at 2K resolution anymore. Like that would be around 2K resolution. ESR low. Nope, we're still at 100% usage. Okay, so now I'm just going to start turning down whatever. Shadows off. Visual effects off. Foliage medium. Medium. We are still at 100% usage. Okay, there we go. Now we are at 60%. 60%. I can actually show you guys over here just so that you know that I'm not just pulling shit out of my ass. You can see here the percentages, and the one that we are looking at is over there, GPU usage. You can see there 100%, 100%, 100%. And then here, when I started fucking with the settings, it went down, but then up to 100% again. Now we are at 60%. So that gives you an idea of how badly this game runs. So right now it's at 60%. So clearly I turned down something now that made a big impact on the game. So I wonder what that was. Shader, maybe? Was it shader? Okay, so it doesn't seem to have been shader because we are still at 60% usage. Was it foliage? Visual effects? Was it visual effects? We are still at 60. 60 all the way. Okay, now we're at 70. Okay, so clearly that did make a difference. Not a huge difference, but about 10% difference. So visual effects we can turn down if it's just stuff like fire and stuff like that. So I don't know what exactly we turned down that made such a big impact, but we can turn it back to 2K resolution. And then we can maybe even try medium and see how that goes. Okay, 65%, 70%. Okay, I can live with 70%. Because that means when it spikes, then it will go up to 80 or 90%. As long as it doesn't spike to 100%, then it's fine. The game is still pulling a lot of power, 270 watts of power usage, which is quite a lot. That's like almost the maximum of a 3080 RTX, so it's quite a lot still, but yeah, this is manageable. We can live with this, and the texture detail is 2K resolution at least, so not terrible. We can live with this probably. But I will keep an eye on my GPU usage just to see if it spikes again.
This mortal is most defiant. I send you another Aeacus.
Oh, so that is why the game's name is Defiant Immortals. Literally the first voice in the game that you hear references Defiant Immortals. So I don't know why they changed the game's name from Defiant Immortals to Dawn of Defiance, you know? Like, I don't know, it's weird. They literally still use the game's name in the very first voice line that you encounter in the game. We can pick stones up. I guess we need to talk to this guy. Find me to achieve your destiny. Hecate knows the way. Hecate. 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 Okay, flint. Stone, can we punch a tree? No, we can't punch a tree. Can we sprint? Yes, we can sprint. So there's no movement tutorial, no looting tutorial, no mouse controls tutorial. The looting animation is very fast. I do like that. You can literally sprint and loot as you sprint. So that's nice. I like that. I don't like it when game developers add unnecessarily long looting animations and shit like that. Okay, so at the top left it says collect softwood and then collect thatch. Nobody likes soft wood. Am I right, girls? Where will we find soft wood and where will we find thatch? Bush. Everyone likes bush. Okay, there we go. We get soft wood and thatch from it. Craft primitive axe. How do I do that? I'm just fucking looting everything. Ah, blackberry bush. Nobody remembers the poor blackberry. There's a lot of screen tearing. Holy balls. I'm not sure if you guys can see it on the recording. Probably not, but there's a massive amount of screen tearing. You see, that's the problem with not being able to select VSync. The fact that the developers don't allow you to select VSync is fucking idiotic. Like, how am I gonna get rid of the screen tearing? Literally, there's no way to get rid of the screen tearing. So, I'm just gonna fucking have to deal with it. Fucking useless. There is massive screen tearing right in the middle of my screen. When I do this, gigantic amount of screen tearing. I don't know, I don't think you guys can see it on the recording. Just because the way that the recording works. Like basically the screen refresh rate is not the same as the refresh rate of the game. And VSync would fix that. But you can't activate VSync for some fucking hilarious reason. Oh, we get flax. Flax, 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 flax. Loot all of the fucking flax. Loot all of the bush. You can call us the Bushmaster because we are getting this bush. It reminds me of Valheim. Valheim also has flax. And I think Enshrouded also has flax. I played a shitload of Enshrouded in the past couple of months. Valheim, not so much. I don't like Valheim. You can roast me in the comments all you want, but I do not like Valheim. It can be made good. It can be made into a good game with mods. But Valheim without mods is not a good game. Okay, so where do we need to go? What are these purple arches? Do I need to follow the road? Well, the road ends over there, basically, so the road goes this way, I guess. And we're out of stamina. Ah, red bushes. Raspberry bush. And more flax. Loot the flax. I'm hearing something. Sounds like a boar of some kind. Or a wild pig. Can loot all of these raspberries. Into my pocket. And then there's white stuff over there. Oh shit. Punch your ass out. $30 damage, holy balls. Yarrow. Fucking loot all of this yarrow. I'm looting the entire world. game isn't stopping me so far, so I shall continue. Fucking spamming the E button. That's another thing, like the game didn't even tell you what the interaction button is. Oh shit. I don't want to take on the boar if the boar is gonna hit me for 30 damage in a single hit. Like, that's brutal. I will be dead in 3 hits. I was fortunate with that first boar. I think the boar was drunk. There's a rabbit over there. The boar was a little bit drunk, so the accuracy was a little bit off on that first boar. But I don't want to die this early on. Okay, so clearly the game doesn't have a tutorial. No movement tutorial, mouse movement tutorial, interaction tutorial, sprint button, inventory, crafting, nothing. Combat. I've done all of these things already, and I have not received a tutorial for it. So already not good. $20 fucking. The game should have a fucking tutorial. So I guess we're just gonna have to figure out everything on our own. So let's use our brain and start pressing buttons. So B. Okay, B does nothing. I. Okay, there we go. So I opens the inventory. What can we do here? Crafting. I see crafting up there. So we will use our own brain since the game is not gonna help us in any way, shape or form. Let's see, chopping damage, bashing damage. So can you chop down a tree with a club or not? It also says slashing damage, so it says 5 chopping damage and then 10 slashing damage. So what is it? Does it do 5 damage or does it do 10 damage? Like what's the difference? I guess I'm gonna build one of these as well, I guess. I don't know. Skills. Okay, so I've already gotten some skills over here. Don't know what they do. Athleticism. I guess you get that from sprinting. Quest. Collect resin from a tree stump. Hunter. Arrival. Gold. Thatch. Foundations, walls, doorway, roof, flat. Track. Let's track that one. Oh, you can only track one thing at a time. That's super fantastic. I love games where you can only track one fucking quest at a time. Absolutely fantastic. Okay, so we had to figure that out on our own. Let's see if you can chop down a tree with a club. No. It's not even fucking hitting it. Let's switch to the axe. Okay, and then we send the tree to the shadow realm apparently. Every time we hit it. And then you have to pick up all of the resources yourself. I don't like that. I prefer in these types of games when you destroy something, like when you hit a mine or a tree or anything like that, the stuff should go directly into your inventory. I also see that the game has durability. I can already see that. I do not enjoy games with durability. So that's also gonna be one reason why I do not enjoy the game. So we are not getting resin from these trees. So I'm gonna just assume that we have to get it from the bigger trees. Once again, the game is not telling you that. You just have to be psychic basically and work shit out on your own because the game doesn't have a tutorial. Fortunately, I've played every fucking game of this type under the sun. And once again, to send the tree to the shadow realm for a millisecond. Wow, this really reminds me of Aska. I recently did a review of Aska. A really good game, but really buggy. In a couple of years, Aska will be really good. Better than Valheim, in fact. But yeah, right now Aska is really buggy. We will see if this game can even measure up to Aska. Okay, so we didn't get any resin from that. You can press and hold. Like right now I'm holding the E button. I'm just holding it down. But as you can see, it's looting really slowly. Whereas when I press it fucking rapid fire, you can see much quicker looting. So I don't understand why the developers would allow you to press and hold the button, but then have the button loot so slowly. You know, like if you think about, I think it was Satisfactory, where you can literally just press and hold the button. It might be a mod. I can't remember if it's Satisfactory by default or if it's a mod, but I remember in Satisfactory you can just press and hold the E button and then it fucking loots everything. You can literally swing your mouse around like this and it loots everything that you encounter. So it would have been nice if this game had that, instead of having this really slow, shitty looting. Wonder if you take damage when this thing hits you. Oh, tree stump. Does it mean like this? Ah, okay. Yes, so it does mean a tree stump, not an actual tree. Once again, you have to figure this shit out on your own because the game doesn't have a tutorial. Okay, so now craft primitive spear, craft primitive shield. You still have not told me how to craft, but anyway, I'm just gonna be smarter than the developers and do it myself. So this one does 20 piercing damage. This one does 16 bashing damage. So clearly there's different types of damage. Craft stamina salve. Craft primitive bow. I don't have a primitive bow. Where do I get a primitive bow? I guess I will learn it later on. Provides health regen for 3 minutes. Okay, we can definitely do that. That sounds good. Let's get a couple of them. And then we will put that on our bar. It consumes for added stamina regen for 10 minutes. That's quite a long time. Trophy, can't do anything with the trophy. Okay, so my health is not low right now, so I don't really need to drink the potion right now. Okay, so craft primitive bow, craft wood arrows. I can't do that, but we will see. Maybe we learn it a little bit later, maybe. Oh, those are wolves. Those are sneaky, sneaky wolves. So, shield and spear. Come on. Fuck you up. Wow, okay. So, spear is very powerful apparently. Fuck those wolves up so quickly. Die. Wow, I did like a Superman punch there. Superman punch with a spear. How big is my inventory? Like can you actually just like loot? I mean, I like a big inventory. I do like that. I'm just surprised that there's no weight limit or anything like that, because fucking hell, I can just run around like this and loot everything. I do like that. That is definitely my type of playstyle, because I really hate it when a game limits you on inventory and then you have to do unnecessary inventory management and all of that bullshit. I just really do not like that. Okay, so there's a bunch of question marks on my map. There's something over there, obviously. Dude, all of this fucking flax. Press E until my finger breaks off. More berry bushes. There's something over there. Temple spear recipe. Okay, so you get one recipe. Perhaps I should get the bow recipe from that, maybe? Wow, you really can't jump very far, even when you sprint and jump. You basically fall back to earth like a fucking rock. Bunch of yarrows over here. Fucking loot everything. Press E 10,000 times per second. There's something over there. You can literally, as you're running, just press E constantly. That's the best way to play the game. Just fucking spam E everywhere where you go. Die! Ouch! Run! Where's my bloody healing potion? Fucking almost died there. Woodsman potion recipe. Okay, don't know what that is, but we will check. Ambrosia. Spartium. Spartium. So we get Spartium and Ambrosia in this area. Can we get anything here? Camping fire, sword, but we can't get the sword. Can't interact with anything over here. Ambrosia dust, don't know where that came from. Shitload of ambrosia. Huh? Oh, wolf. Come on, wolf. Superman punch. Okay, that wolf actually attacked me very quickly. Holy crap, there's a lot of ambrosia. seriously, I'm only like 20 minutes into the actual gameplay of the game, and I would not be surprised if I've already pressed E like 500 times. Like, no jokes. They should rename this game from Defiant Immortals or Dawn of Defiance, whatever the game's name is, to fucking E-pressing simulator. Like, seriously, just press E fucking constantly. I wish I had my on-screen display on for you guys so that you can see it. Like, it's E, 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 E. You just constantly spam E. I really would have preferred it if the game was, like, satisfactory, where you can just press and hold. Holy crap, there's a lot of ambrosia. I don't know if it's actually useful. I already have 120 ambrosia. Clearly ambrosia is not particularly rare if I can already have 120 of it. $130, $140, Partium. This game is fucking Loot Simulator 2000. Like, honestly, if you don't stop looting, you will just continue looting for like 20 hours. You will just continue looting everything. There's just constantly stuff to loot. I mean, it's good, you know. I'm complaining, but I'm not really complaining. I would prefer a game that has too many things to loot than a game that has too few things to loot. So I'm really complaining about first world problems, actually. Like, I'm a spoiled rich girl complaining about, oh, my wallet is so heavy with all of this fucking money in it. Woe always me. I can literally run and loot. Oh, there's bad guys over there. I should probably drink my regen potion. Come on, motherfuckers. Die. Superman punch. Sprint potion. So do I just have to continue looting chests until I get the fucking primitive bow recipe or what? Ah, there's another one over there. Okay, come on game. Come on. Clearly the game isn't designed properly for mountains. 25 ambrosia dust. What the fuck does that help me? I already have 200 ambrosia dust. So what do you think is 25 really gonna help me? Can't do anything here, can I? Take an upskirt picture of the maiden, whatever. Spartan princess. I'm assuming there's not much to do underwater. These two stones being such a different color is a little bit jarring, to be honest. They should have blended them together better. So what, do I get anything? I don't think I got anything there. No. Didn't get anything. Okay, so I don't know what that is. Obviously the game isn't telling me what it is. Okay, so that's where I was. There's a pillar of light over there. Should I perhaps go to the pillar of light? Because I've no fucking idea where else I need to go. So, I don't know. I guess let's go to the pillar of light. I'm literally spamming E as I run. Just to pick up any fucking thing. Work on my gathering skills, since the game apparently has a gathering skill. Like, I'm not even sure what the skill does. Double yield chance, 30%. Increased damage, sprint, jump, swim costs less stamina. Okay. So there's miner, lumberjack, swords, clubs, sneak, glide. Sneak? How the fuck do you sneak? Control? No, control is dodging. Holy shit, I didn't even know you can dodge. That's another thing the game doesn't even tell you. It doesn't even tell you you can dodge. See? Ah, okay, see. You see. So I had to figure that out on my own as well. Apparently you can sneak in the game. A giant stone bow, giant stone spear, giant stone sword. So the giant stone bow is obviously not the same as the primitive bow. Just have a look down here. Places of power, okay. Where the hell would that be? Does the game have a map? Holy shit, the game has a map. Okay, that's another thing they don't even tell you. So, place of power. What's that place where I was? Crystal. Brazier of Apollo. Well, I did activate the Brazier of Apollo, but, like, didn't get anything else. Okay. So, I don't see anything of interest. Okay, why did we just shoot to 100% GPU usage? All of a sudden. Again, 100% GPU usage. Why? The game is randomly shooting to 100% GPU usage. I'm sure you guys can see it on the bloody recording. Like, why is the game at 100%? Lag, holy hell. Okay, so the game was totally fine, and now it's running at 100% GPU usage all of a sudden. Oh, still 100%. Still 100%. Like, I don't understand, why is the game at 100% all of a sudden? It has to do something with the sun coming up. Like, the sun is absolutely destroying our FPS right now. It's still 100%. I don't understand how the game can go from running on 60 to 70% GPU usage to 100% GPU usage just because the sun came up. Still 100%. Okay, 80%. It just went down to 80%, 90%, 95%, and 100% again. Okay. I'm still not solved. It's 90% and 100%. When I look over to this direction, it's 100%. Okay, well, we have to fix it. Honestly, I think this might be a game that I just have to run at 30 FPS because it's pretty fucking obvious that the game doesn't want to run at 60 FPS. So let's just fucking limit it to 30 FPS and get this shit over with, because all we are doing is making the game look absolute dog shit in order to hopefully make the game not stutter at 100% GPU usage, whereas we can just lower it to 30 FPS and it will be much better. The game will look better. Holy shit, still 100% GPU usage. We're literally limiting the game to 30 FPS. How can it still use 100% GPU? Like, how is it possible for a game to use 100% GPU usage on 30 FPS? Oh, still 100% usage. Literally, when I look over to that direction, it's immediately 100%. So even limiting the game to 30 FPS doesn't work. That is, like, insane. A 3080 RTX cannot even run the game at 30 FPS. That is fucking brutal. Like, what else can I really lower? And immediately it goes up to 100% usage. Okay, 90. Okay, this is playable. Okay, so the game looks dog shit, and we are running it at 30 FPS. That's just what we have to do. So note to self, and note to all of you guys as well, you cannot run the game with a 3080 RTX, which is like a pretty expensive fucking card. It's like almost $1,000 card. You cannot run the game at 30 FPS on 2K resolution. On low, we're already like almost running all of the settings on low. Most of the settings are turned off, and some of them are low. Like, look how dog shit the game looks. Like, the game actually looks dog shit. And it's still pulling, it was pulling 100% GPU usage. And now it's pulling like 80% GPU usage with 240 watts of power usage, which is insane. This game runs far fucking worse than like Starfield, Cyberpunk, anything like that. And obviously it looks dog shit compared to those games. Those games at least have an excuse in that they actually look good. This game looks dog shit. Look at this. It looks fucking terrible. It looks disgusting. And yet the game isn't capable of running at anything above 30 FPS. Fucking brutal. Okay, so over there we already were. I honestly don't know where to run to. We're just gonna run to one of these question marks and hope that we find something. I wish the game had skill points that we can maybe like assign, you know. Are you guys friendly? Oh, no, you're not friendly. I'm gonna have to drink a stamina potion or a health potion, whatever. Come on, motherfuckers. Oh, shit. Die. Holy balls. Okay, and I'm dead. Okay, so apparently blocking, I don't know. Did I block too late or what happened there? But Apparently blocking doesn't do too much because he still attacked me. He still was able to hit me. And they killed me in 3 hits. So I should be able to kill them, but I can't get hit more than twice, obviously. I can maybe get hit twice, but then I have to back away. Look at the grass, like the grass isn't even touching the ground. Like it's floating. I mean, I'm really not expecting like Witcher 3 quality over here, you know, make no mistake. I'm criticizing the game, but I'm not expecting Witcher 3, but I'm also at least expecting a game that can run at 60 FPS on 2K resolution. Like, the fact that you have to lower the graphics of the game until it looks as dog shit as this, and then you have to run the game at 30 FPS, that's really unacceptable. That's like, if a game runs this badly, normally I would refund it, even though I don't refund games. I think in my entire life I've refunded maybe 3 games, and most of those, in fact 2 of those games were de novo games. Like, I refund de novo games just because they love hiding de novo. So there have been times where I would pre-order a game, and then when it comes out, when it actually releases, then all of a fucking sudden the game has de novo. So then I refund that shit as quickly as possible. So I honestly do not refund games normally, but this is the type of shit that I would refund a game for. Even if I had more than 2 hours of gameplay on it, I would refund a fucking game, because this is fucking terrible. Like, honestly, I would be interested to see on the game Steam page what the fuck they say is the recommended specs for this game, because clearly, like, they have to say like the minimum specs for the game is like a 3080 RTX. If they say anything else, then they are fucking lying, because I have a 3080 RTX. My PC is capable of running Starfield and Witcher 3 and Cyberpunk 2077 and Assassin's Creed. All of those at 2K resolution on high at 60 FPS. And yet it cannot run this game on like medium to low settings on 2K resolution at 30 FPS. So you're talking about the game being at least double as resource intensive as a game like Cyberpunk or Starfield or Assassin's Creed, anything like that. Let me check it quickly. Let me fucking have a look over here, because this is really ridiculous. Let me check the game's minimum requirements over here. Fucking hell. Let me show you guys over here. Press that, and hey presto. Wow, why is it so zoomed in? Make it less zoomed in, maybe? Okay, so there you guys can see, like over here, minimum requirements is a 1060, which is impossible. That's impossible. And then recommended, which obviously recommended in my mind and in your mind would mean that this is the recommended that you need to run the game smoothly, you know, to not necessarily run the game at the maximum quality, obviously, you know, not run the game at 4K resolution on ultra or anything like that, you know, but obviously just run the game at a good resolution with good settings at 60 FPS. That's what recommended means in most people's minds. And yet here I have a 3080 RTX. This is a 3060 GTX, which doesn't even exist. This card does not exist. I'm sure they meant a 3080 RTX, but anyway, we will forgive them for that little mistake. A 3060 RTX is significantly less powerful than a 3080 RTX, and yet with my 3080 RTX I cannot even run the game on minimum. Like, honestly, I would say I cannot run the game on minimum. Minimum is what I would consider like 60 FPS, but on very low settings, like very low settings. Running the game on with basically everything on low, and then running the game at like 1080p basically on 60 FPS. That's what you would need for minimum. And yet I can't even do that. I can't run the game at 2K resolution at 60 FPS with everything on low. I simply can't do that. That's why I had to switch to 30 FPS, which literally halves the performance needed to run the game. So the minimum specs and the recommended specs on the game is absolute dog shit. Like, seriously. Like, I would honestly say this game is unplayable for 80 to 90% of players. Because 80 to 90% of players don't have a 3080 RTX. I do have, and I would consider the game a little bit unplayable. Like, honestly, this is dog shit. You cannot enjoy the game with the game looking as shitty as this. Seriously. Okay, so there's those fuckers again. Probably have to drink a potion again. Come on, boys. Come on. Yeah, throw me with your spear. Yeah, come on. Come on. Come on. Die. Yeah, you can throw. Shit, okay, that hurt, actually, that hurt. No, play nice. Okay, fucking health takes an age to regen. And dodge. And dodge. And dodge. What the fuck? Holy crap, my spear broke in the middle of combat. How do I repair it? Yeah, okay, 4 doesn't do anything, so... How do you... Maybe I need a workbench or some shit like that. By the way, I just noticed how fucking ugly my dude is. Holy balls. Ugly motherfucker. Okay, so we can't have that. Let's see if we can make a spear. Not a spear, that other bow, the giant bow. Holy shit, primitive bow. Where the fuck did we get the primitive bow recipe? Where's the stone spear? Can I scroll? No, I can't scroll. Where's the giant stone spear? I got the giant stone spear recipe. So where the fuck is it? Where's the giant stone? I got giant stone sword, giant stone spear, giant stone bow. Where is it? Okay, let's craft this shit. Like, I don't know where I got the recipe. And the recipe for the wooden arrows as well. Where the hell did I get this? Like, seriously, where does this come from? Okay, so we have a bow now. My fucking spear is broken. And I apparently can't craft fucking the giant stone stuff. Primitive hammer. Place buildables. It enables thatched tier construction while in use glide time is increased. What the fuck is glide time? I'm gonna have to build the spear. And then that one we can just put there, I guess. Oh. Yeah, I'm probably gonna need healing. Why the hell when he attacks me do I get stunned, but when I attack him he doesn't get stunned? That's dog shit. The player can get stunned, but I don't get stunned. Simple blade recipe. Like, why can't I craft it? Look at that. Simple blade recipe. Fucking nowhere. Restore statue. Okay, what? That doesn't do anything. So how do you restore statue? I can't do anything here, can't do anything here, no fucking tutorial. Fucking hate games that don't have a tutorial. Okay, so I don't know what to do here. What's that over there? Oh, that's the thing again. Okay, so we were over there already. Guess just head in a different direction. That direction maybe. Okay, so we are on an island. I'm assuming you can't just swim over there. Ah, 100% GPU usage again. Literally, when I look over there, it's 100% GPU usage. There's 2 deer over there. Die, deer, die! Holy shit. Fucking die, deer. How the hell did the deer die over there when I stabbed it over here? The deer teleported. Die, rabbit. What's that over there? Was I over there? Yes, that was the water place. 100% GPU usage. Why? The game just randomly shoots to 100% GPU usage. Like, what the fuck is it rendering? Seriously. Just randomly, boom, 100% usage. At 30 fucking FPS. You need to realize every time that the game ramps to 100% usage, that means the game cannot maintain 30 FPS. Like, that's fucking brutal. When the game can't even maintain 30 FPS. At 2K resolution, like, that's fucking insane. Honestly, I thought that Small Lands, which I did review previously, had one of the worst performances ever. Like, honestly, apart from the Nouveau games, like, I've played some dog shit de Nouveau games that can't even maintain 10 FPS. So the Nouveau games don't really count because they are literal malware and literal viruses. But apart from the Nouveau games, Small Lands is probably the worst performing game that I've ever played, because that game as well could not maintain 60 FPS. So I had to knock the game down to 30 FPS on 2K resolution. But this game is worse. Like, honestly, this game is the only game that I've ever seen and played that has worse performance than Small Lands. It's really quite impressive how dog shit the performance of this game is. Okay, so here's more dudes. I wonder if I can pull one of them at a time. Ouch, dodge. Ouch, don't die. Wow, that guy actually has a constant arrow. Oh shit. Motherfucker. That other fucking guy threw spears like it was coming out of his fucking ears. Like, just one after the other. He was pulling those spears out of his asshole. Out of his prison pocket. Hey, this is a place of power. Restore statue. Can't do that. I have no idea what I have to do here. There's flint. Nice amount of flint. Okay, so I guess we have to build our base eventually. I have no idea how to build. I just have to figure this shit out on my own. So what? Left click, right? Oh, right click. Okay. And then thatch foundations. Thatch foundations. Where is that? Thatch foundations. There we go. Okay, can you build over the edge? That will be pretty cool. I always like doing that. Okay, so I just have to figure out on my own how to build. There's not even any build sounds or anything like that, which is super fantastic. That is the sign of a very high quality game, obviously. No build sounds whatsoever. And then we can swap to build thatch walls. So I'm definitely gonna need more. 100% GPU usage again. How do you rotate? Rotate. Oh. For some reason, when you have a building selected, like a building piece selected, it uses a stupid amount of processing. Like literally, when I quit building mode, there the game is back to 60 FPS. Like, what the fuck is going on? Look, no, not there. I want to show you guys. Over there. No. Over there. So, I want to show you guys here again. So you can see there, literally when I selected the building, when I had either the foundation or one of the side pieces selected, immediately the game ramps to 100% GPU usage. Look at that. And as soon as I quit the building menu, boom, back down to 60%. Like, what the fuck is going on with the game? Like, seriously, these developers have a stupid amount of work that they need to do on this engine. I don't know what engine they're using here. They might be using the Unreal Engine. I'm not sure actually. I can tell you very quickly by just looking at the game files. Usually it's very easy to determine what game engine the game is using by looking at the game files. So I will tell you in just a second. It looks like Unreal. Let's see. Oh yes, okay, yeah, it's definitely Unreal. So yeah, the game runs on Unreal because I can see it from the game files. So I don't know how the Unreal Engine can run so shittily. Like, these devs have done something really bad with the Unreal Engine, because like not even being able to run at 30 FPS at 2K resolution is like unheard of when it comes to Unreal. And like the shit where you look at a certain direction and then the game all of a sudden pulls 100% GPU usage at like 280 watts of power usage. Like, it's insane. And then you're literally standing there. You're not looking in a weird direction or anything. And then as soon as you pull the hammer with the building piece out, either the foundation or the wall or any building piece, then the game pulls 100% GPU usage. Like, there is something really, really broken in the coding of the developers. It's not an Unreal Engine problem. Plenty of games run on Unreal and they don't fucking pull 100% GPU usage on 30 FPS. Like, it's unheard of. So yeah, honestly, I would say the game is quite unplayable right now. Like, shit like that. You just pull out your hammer and then the game pulls 100% GPU usage. It's unplayable. You can't play the game like this. You have to really lower your graphic settings and run the game at either 1080p or something like that. Okay, now this one is broken as well. Run the game at 1080p in order to even get the game to not lag constantly. And that's simply unplayable. If you have to do shit like that just to not lag constantly, then yeah, the game needs to go back into the cooker and needs to stew for a little bit. Like, honestly, this game is not ready for the public right now. It really just is not. It's not fucking good right now. And we're at 100% GPU usage again. Fantastic. Yeah, like, honestly, I compared this game to Aska right at the beginning, and Aska blows this game out of the water with regards to just being playable. Like, Aska is very playable right now. It has bugs, as I said, and I also showed in my review. Aska definitely has a lot of bugs. But at least the game is playable. This game, in my opinion, in the current form that it is not playable. It's simply not playable. The developers need to make it so that the game is at least playable at 60 FPS. And yeah, they need to figure out shit like just pulling out the hammer and then the game pulling 100% GPU usage is unacceptable. Looking in a random direction and then the game pulling 100% GPU usage is unacceptable. The game needs a tutorial. The game has no tutorial currently. You have to figure out everything on your own. I think there's something a little bit funky with the dodging. It's laggy, like, it's very laggy. The game also has weird lag where, like, I killed that rabbit and then boom, the rabbit spawned like behind me and was dead. And also when the NPCs, when the enemies do a charging attack, they like shoop, they like teleport a short distance, which either is just a really sloppy animation, like the animation that the developers did isn't done properly, or there's something weird in the game, like with the rabbit. The rabbit literally did teleport behind me. So yeah, there's just a lot of stuff that is not good. And then overall, like, skills don't do hardly anything right now. The crafting menu is broken because I didn't have the crafting recipe, and then all of a sudden I had the crafting recipe. So I don't know, there's bugs in the game that definitely need to be sorted out. The game needs some kind of a skill system, not this dog shit. I mean an actual skill system. Maybe an experience system, maybe like attributes, like an attribute system is always good. You know, something like Enshrouded. You can compare this game to Enshrouded, and Enshrouded is simply far superior. Far superior. I mean, even Valheim. I don't like Valheim, but Valheim is better than this game. Aska is definitely better than this game. I did do a review of Aska not too long ago. I obviously also reviewed Enshrouded. It is a good game. And yeah, just like really, I can't recommend this game right now for $20. And that's really all that matters. As I said at the beginning, when reviewing a game, you need to evaluate the game on what it is right now. I don't give two shits if the developers have a roadmap as long as my dick. I don't care if they have 10 years of roadmap ahead and massive resources that they are going to invest into the game and what the fuck ever, and multiplayer and expansions and DLCs and new worlds and mounts and flying machines, and I don't give two shits. You need to evaluate the game on what it offers currently. And what it offers currently is not good. What it offers currently is not worth $20. What it offers currently is a game that cannot even run properly at 30 FPS on low quality. I mean, the game looks bad. So, yeah, I can't recommend the game. There's no way I can recommend the game right now. The game right now, with all of the bugs and the fact that it's not really playable, I mean, I don't even want to say $10. Like, I would say like $5, maybe $7 for this game would be a reasonable amount. It's not a $20 game. I mean, you can pay $10 extra and get a game like Aska or Enshrouded or fucking any of those games that are vastly better than this game, that blow this game out of the water. So yeah, this game is just not good right now, and honestly, there are so many things that they will need to fix that I would not touch this game for another year, at least a year, before I would consider even looking at the game again, because that's how far gone this game is right now. That's how beyond. Hey, I just pressed Alt and I put a point down. That's another thing that the developers don't tell you. You can actually like put a mark down on the map for like friends or what the fuck ever. So yeah, I can't recommend the game. There's no fucking way. And yeah, honestly, I would just say if you're even considering paying $20 for this game, just slap yourself in your fucking face and wake up and get Enshrouded for like $30. Or you can even get Aska. As I said, Aska right now is definitely a better game than this game is. And Aska is like I think it's $25, something like that. So Aska is a better game already than this game. And Enshrouded is obviously a better game than this game is, but Enshrouded is $30. Yeah, Dawn of Defiance or Defiant Immortals, whatever the developers are calling this game, I would just avoid it for the next year or more, until the game can actually become playable. That's honestly my opinion on the game. So yeah, guys, that is pretty much it. As always, and as I said at the beginning, I bought this game with my own money. Well, with my Patreon supporters' money, I should say. Without you guys, without your support on Patreon, I would not be able to review and afford to purchase a lot of the games that I review on the channel. So if you like my content, if you want to see more of my content, then supporting me on Patreon is the best way to allow me to purchase more games and to do more reviews for you guys. If you purchase, if you donate on Patreon, I get like close to 95% of the funds, whereas if you do something like subscribe on Twitch or become a member on YouTube or anything like that, I lose pretty much 50% of the money, which I would not recommend. If you actually ever want to support a streamer or a content creator or anyone, do it through the avenue and the method that allows the person to have the biggest benefit of your donation. Because donating like $5 for a Twitch sub, that the streamer or the content creator is lucky if they're gonna see $2 from your $5 donation. So if you do it on Patreon, for instance, the content creator will get like $4.90, almost $4.80 of that money. So just a little food for thought when you're actually considering supporting your favorite content creator. That's obviously not me. I'm not fooling anyone, but if my reviews are useful, then you can show your support and your appreciation for me, at least being a little bit of use to your purchasing decisions. So yeah, guys, that is pretty much it. Thanks a lot for watching, and perhaps I'll see you guys in a year or two down the line when this game hopefully is a little bit better.